Welcome to the 8th edition of Passion of the Digital Artist. This week, there is so much to cover. I'm stoked. It's been an amazing week. It's just been crazy. There's so much that has happened. It's going to be tough to keep this vlog under 10 minutes. Dexter, front. Me and Xavier are dog people, so we wanted to introduce you to our dogs. This here is my Chihuahua. Her name is Tina Louise. She was born after the actress. She was born on the actress Tina Louise's 70th birthday. So that's the day that we got her. So we named her Tina Louise. She is ginger on Gilligan's Island. She has ginger coloring. And then this here, right here, is Dexter. He's my blue tick coonhound German Shepherd and good friend. Xavier also has 3 dogs. Lacey Jane, his black lab, and Penny, his golden retriever, and then also he has Buster. Now Buster has been a challenge for Xavier and his wife. It's the kind of dog that kind of takes off. He's got beagle in him, and when he goes, he's gone, and then Xavier's running all around the neighborhood after him. So he's been a lot of fun.
And along that same line, I guess the way to describe Buster is he is a, what would you say, Jeff, a high anxiety dog?
Yes, that's a nice way.
Yeah, to say the least. He's a high anxiety dog, and we decided to try something, and I say we, it was actually my wife's idea. We ran across something called a Thunder shirt. And again, Buster he's a lovable dog, but he's very high anxiety. As we said, any noises he'll bark at. He suffers from separation anxiety. He'll bark his head off, and then when we're gone, he does the lovely act of chewing the furniture. Any noises outside, such as road construction or any loud vehicle, and of course thunderstorms, all make him very hyper, very panicky. And to date, none of our training efforts had much effect, as Jeff and his wife see whenever they come over to our house. So Karen, my wife, came up with this idea to try the Thunder shirt. And the Thunder shirt is a slip-on, Velcro fastened shirt that provides mild and constant compression for dogs, kind of like, wrapping an infant in a blanket. And it sort of soothes them and makes them secure, and they calm down. So she got one for Buster, as I said, and I'm not kidding. He was literally a changed dog from the moment we put it on him. For the last day or two, Karen and I have had the most peace we've had in over a year. Buster isn't running around the room like a maniac anymore, and his barking is greatly reduced. And now we can't leave it on him all the time for obvious reasons, but it is certainly great to have handy when the panic attacks start, or when, like when we're getting ready to leave. Truly a product, in my opinion, that works as advertised. So if any of you have furry children out there that are the high anxiety type, check out the Thunder shirt at www.thundershirt.com.
That's awesome. Also, we're going to be going mobile. So in a few minutes, we're actually going to, it's a new feature, we're going to go mobile. Here we are, we're going mobile. One of the things that happened this week is 5 of my canvases were produced at 30 by 60. So I've got examples. I've got them all hanging on the walls inside my house, just kind of all around. But for me, seeing these canvases, what I've been thinking about for 18 months, just made me so excited. I'm out of my mind. This is something that when you get to finally see a digital painting and you see it exactly how you visioned it, and it actually turns out the colors are better, and you're just ready to go. I am ready to start painting on top of these, and it's just this part is the motivation part. It's we're past halfway now. We're into the 3/4 stage where I'm getting them printed out. I'm going to be painting them, and then the home stretch will be going out and finding somebody or a gallery to represent and have the whole show. I'm so excited about it. I'm starting to talk to different artists around the world, what their opinion is of what I should and shouldn't do. It's just an exciting time for me. This particular one I'd like to introduce this is Fresh Market Decisions, and this painting, I had gone to, there's an open market in Cleveland, and I went up there with the with the knowledge that I wanted to pull out a painting, I had a 60 size, is that it actually feels like what it felt like when I was there. It's almost as if you're right there while they're going over their decisions, and it's just a moment in time that was frozen, that was just perfect. I love this painting. There's certain things that I had to paint in and out, but the composition, the lighting, the whole color scheme, the fact that I mean, I didn't even have to change the color of her dress or her top or shirt that matched all the fruit. I mean, the painting just presented itself so perfectly to me when I was there. It's just amazing.
Now, Jeff, what did you mean when you said, well, I'm going to start painting on top of that? Elaborate a little bit for us.
I'm in the process right now. I'm going to take acrylics, and I'm going to go through, and there's some detail that I might want to add in. There's some highlights that I might want to accentuate. For instance, what's happening in here with her, I might want to make that a little bit whiter, but I'm going to actually physically paint onto the canvas. This is something that's been in, it's been in my mind from the start of this process, but now I actually get to do it. I love painting. I love the texture of painting. I love oil paints, acrylic painting. I've always loved it. But once I became a digital artist, I got away from it. And now I get to do it again. So that's where we're at here. Now, this is the second painting I'll introduce you guys to is Maestro. This was a band concert from that my child was at. He's actually in this painting, but the whole way of where I was sitting and everything, when I was there, I just knew it was a painting. So this one just came together. It was very easy to do. It's a little bit, I'm not as, because I went with a little less detail and a little bit more blocky type paint, but the result, as you can see, I'm just ecstatic. And here I'm going to be painting in a little bit more of the dark to light transitions, but this painting, I'm extremely happy with it from this point. Actually, my wife said, why are you going to paint over the top of it? And it's like, because they're so beautiful as is, but that's part of the process. It's what I want to do. It's what's within, which makes this these 30 by 60s originals. It will make them one of a kind. So it's really, really what I want to do. Then this is a great this one right here. That is the Gala. You've all seen that in my prior videos, but the Gala in the 30 by 60 form is just even more stunning. Initially, this was not my favorite painting. I went there specifically. I came up with it. I liked it, but by far it was not. But now to see it in 30 by 60 and the detail that I was able to, and just the whole interaction and the ability to move through the painting, it's grown on to me. So it's one of my more favorite ones. Now this is great here. This one I signed and numbered. I produce 20 by 40s in limited edition, signed 1 through 10. This one is for the charity Stewart's Caring Place. I've blogged about that in the past, and this one shows you in 20 by 40 form. And although it's amazing to see it in its 30 by 60 form, just takes you. It's the difference between the two is it actually takes you as if you're actually were there, or you're right in there, and you can go into the space as if you're looking through a window.
As I said before, you become the art.
Exactly. And everybody from the start to the finish of this project is the art. The people, everybody that I do it with, Xavier, myself, everything that we're doing in social media, it's all about the project. Now this one, Underwater Adventure, this is the one of the few that was not locally. This was down in New Orleans. And I had taken probably from New Orleans about 1,000 pictures that if you ask Xavier when we were down there, I was just snapping pictures left and right all the time. And I came up with this one because this one, the stunning lighting and just the amazing interaction that's happening with the children and just the whole way that the colors are moving through. This by far, now this was the 10th in this series, and Photoshop I had updated the CS5, and the brushes that they had given me in there was as if they made in Photoshop their update for me specifically on what I was doing in my project. So as we go, this is a night at a gallery, and for this painting I was so excited. I like this painting. It's a gallery local in Canton, Anderson Creative. We were there for that night. I loved the space. I loved what was going on. I was able to get actual. I probably took about 100 pictures, and from this picture right here, plus or minus a few people, just worked for me as far as spatial relationship. But when I actually saw it 30 by 60, when you look into this section of the painting right here at this size, you feel that you actually enter into that gallery. You got a feeling of actually being there. And then what the people are doing in the relationship, it's just, I was just stunned to see this painting. As far as color and color scheme, this is a little bit more a duller painting than the other ones, although it does go with the series. But overall, the space, the simplicity of the color schemes makes the spatial, the ability to enter into that and actually be in that painting, it's just amazing. I was so excited when I saw that. And that's the first time, I mean, a few of these paintings is the first time I've ever seen them physically. And for me, my passion, and to actually see it happen, and to come into real life for me, into reality, words can't even explain it. On Wednesday, when I went and picked them up, Simply Canvas, although they just deal with photographers and businesses, they produced the canvases. I opened them up, and I was actually, because all 5 were out. I've had it by the 20 by 40s, and I've seen them one at a time, and it's just so exciting. But getting 5 at this size, by 10 o'clock at night, I was exhausted. It actually exhausted me and made me tired. The feeling of excitement that I was expecting, that I had gotten from the tour, that wasn't there till the next day. But it was just so many paintings and so much to absorb, to see what it is and see what I wanted to do, that I was ecstatic, but it exhausted me. So now, here we are, Xavier and myself, out in the outdoors. It's been pretty bad here in Northeast Ohio. We basically have had very, very wet spring. So
it's been one of the wettest springs on record.
Every weekend we always want to shoot outside. Well, finally we can shoot outside. So this week's social media hero of the week is Terrill Welch. The reason why she's my social media hero of the week is because this is a unbelievably kind woman. She is forthcoming with any advice. You ask her a question and she gives you a great answer, and she's very, very, very supportive of everything that I'm doing, and keeps in contact, interacts with me. Definitely a great follow. Terrill, she holds a bachelor's in sociology and a minor in women's studies. She's worked in many fields in her life, from waitressing to pumping gas, and leadership positions in social service fields, mainly in the area of violence against women. She basically has had shows in watercolors, and as recently in September she had an oil painting show, and coming up June 30th is her show. It's called, sorry for that, Study of Blue, and she's excited about it. It's on June 30th. You can check her out, and I will have everything posted, because this is I don't want to have to spell it out on the vlog, but it's TerrillWelchArtist.com. She blogs as Creative Portager on WordPress.com. I'll have those links, and then her photography and paintings are on sale on Redbubble. But she's just an amazing woman, and I'm happy to make her my social media hero of the week.
Congratulations, Terrill.
All right, here's some great examples of Terrill's work. She loves to paint. The oil paintings, they're completely beautiful. This is the first one, Cabin on the Shore. All of them are painted off the island, and she just, here's one, Winter Sun.
Oh, that's breathtaking.
Like I said, there's a certain amount of comfort when you see her paintings, and it's just, as an artist, I find her inspirational and motivating, and I just wanna, it just makes me happy that I'm an artist and I'm working in this social media environment. So until next week, everybody, Xavier.
Take care, everyone.